morning. I'm Nikki Stanzione.
And I'm Kristen Van Dyke.
And this is New Mexico style. And I have to bring something up to you because, you know, we were talking about the haboob in Arizona yesterday. So yesterday I go to play tennis at my normal time, which is like 6:30. And it was really hot. It was really sunny. And all of a sudden, it got really dark. It got really crazy windy. And I was like, oh my gosh, are we having a haboob? And it wasn't. It wasn't. It was fine. But it got real dusty. And do you know what that was?
It was a gust front from a nearby thunderstorm. So whenever it rains and it falls into the hot, dry air, it'll cool off really fast, and then it'll just blow out from the storms, and they can blow in any direction. And unfortunately, it doesn't bring us any rain, but it does bring us the wind. And it kind of cool you off a little bit, too.
It cooled us off. It actually was really fun to play tennis yesterday because it was much cooler, but I was so concerned, and I was thinking it was going to be this huge rainstorm or dust storm, and so I'm glad you cleared that up for me. Thank you very much. But it is fun. Tennis is fun. I keep saying it, but I'm having such a blast with it, and I want to get them on the show and, you know, give people some ideas of some fun other workouts we can do.
Yeah, I want to learn. I don't know how to play.
Oh, we'll play.
Is it for people who've never even
there's beginner level and there's intermediate, there's every level, so everybody can do it. It's actually the Jerry Klein tennis clinic, and it's actually right up on Constitution in Louisiana, so it's really fun, and it's run by the city, so it's really fun. And that's the thing about New Mexico, is that no matter what sport you're into, as you know, you love to hike, you love whatever it is you love to do, there is a place to find a way to do it, and you don't even, you know, even if you just want to do it on your own, you don't even have to take classes, so it's really fun. You know, with all the eating we do, I have to try to find ways to stay active.
Exactly, and it's always good to do something that you enjoy doing, and not just running and doing the same boring thing every day.
Exactly. Okay, now I have another question for you.
Yes.
Did you hear about Jenny from the Block's latest payday?
No, I heard about her, who her fling perhaps was with, but not. Did you hear about
the guy from the video? Is that what they're
the Cuban Brad Pitt? That's what they're calling him.
He is one hot man, may I say. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
But she denies that 100%.
Okay, well, we'll have to see. That's the rumor. But yeah, tell me about the payday.
Well, according to TMZ, our good friends over at TMZ have reported that J-Lo is actually set to perform at a Ukrainian wedding tonight and is reportedly pocketing $1 million for her performance.
Yeah, and there are about 300 people, I think, attending the bash, and a source connected to Jennifer calls the 11:30 p.m. performance time a little weird, but hey, $1 million is $1 million, and you know, she was demanding a lot. I remember from American Idol. Remember, there was a lot of negotiating going there. It almost didn't happen. And so she's gonna get her money.
She'll get a nice payday. And the nice thing is, technically, this is what TMZ also reported, that because they are officially separated, she does not have to share that payday with her hubby. So that's all her, the whole $1 million. And I used to sing in a wedding band. I mean, $1 million, and I think she only probably has to sing one song, so.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, maybe she'll share some of that money with her new little Cuban honey, her backup dancer, Mr. Brad Pitt, they say. Who knows? We'll have to continue to watch for that and listen out for any more on that.
Well, the cool thing is we will get all the updates on the celebrity gossip, because we are officially going to be your hotspot for celebrity gossip, as we are going to be talking to TMZ live every Wednesday. They will have the news straight from Hollywood. So that'll be cool. Every Wednesday morning, you'll definitely want to stay tuned. So when you want that good celebrity gossip, you know where to come, right here.
That's right, your guilty pleasure right here.
Yes, I think we're going to be talking to Nina and Gary. And so if you're a fan of TMZ, we have the crew talking to us every Wednesday. I'm excited about that. And talk about guilty pleasures, Albuquerque police have arrested State District Judge Pat Murdoch on rape and other charges. Yeah, Deputy Police Chief Paul Feist says Murdoch's arrest yesterday afternoon stems from a prostitution investigation. Murdoch is facing charges of criminal sexual penetration and intimidation of a witness. Yeah, Feist says Murdoch is cooperating with investigators, but oh my gosh, this was, I mean, I was actually watching our station yesterday, I think it was during Extra, and Dick Niffen came on and broke the news, and it was just, I was pretty startled about this. I mean, you like to believe that the people in charge of deciding people's innocence and guilt are fairly innocent people in their own lives, and sadly not the case here. And I believe there's a tape, they said, that showing what appears to be him in the video, so they have some evidence there. But, you know, we'll see. We'll have to see how it plays out, but yeah, not good news there. No, and unfortunately you'll be able to continue to stick with KRQE News 13 to get all the latest coverage and updates on the case. It is really, it's just one of those things. I mean, you know, you expect to hear bad news from time to time, but you don't expect to hear it from the people that you expect it to be about, not the people that you trust so much and depend on so much. So it's really disappointing, but hey, they got to get the bad guys even if they pretend to be the good guys.
That's true.
So yeah, we'll keep you posted on that. Meanwhile, the second largest bookstore chain in the country is closing.
This is so sad. Borders, unavailable to find a seller, unable to find a seller, willing to get it out of bankruptcy, plans to begin liquidating stores as early as this Friday and close all remaining stores by the end of September.
I'm disappointed. Well, Border owns 399 stores, including 4 right here in New Mexico, and it employs 10,700 people. So industry insiders are right now blaming technology, and that, I mean, to me, that's the saddest part of all. I mean, there's a lot of bookstores around, but when you think about the amount of people employed by a company that's now going bankrupt and not going to be in business, that to me just tells me how many people will be out of a job, and that's what's so upsetting.
It's just, that's one of my favorite places to go to get away and just to look through. I mean, there's just so much there. It's your imagination. It's, I don't know, it's great. It's great to bring the kids. I just love the book so much more than the digital books.
Just like we said yesterday, we like the books that we could keep, and we like the books that we can highlight and make notes and fold the little pages. And you know, I just, it's sad because, like you said, it's also not only a place to buy the books, but it's also a really fun store to sit and, you know, you can get a cup of coffee and sit and read a book, and it's almost like a library where you can purchase the books.
Great date place too.
It is.
You know,
apparently a good place to meet people. They say that a good date place or a good place to find true love is in the bookstore, because you can generally find someone who's interested in the same topics as you and somebody who's intellectual that they're at a bookstore.
I'd much rather find Mr. Right at the bookstore than at the bar.
Yes, and that's a very good point. We'll have to explore that further. I like that. Meanwhile, the owner of a piece of Michael Jackson memorabilia is taking it out on the road to lift young spirits and raise a small fortune for charity. Fox's Nancy Zambrano has a look.
500, 600, I got.
This is what the past month has been like for millionaire Milton Barrett.
I got bid.
A whirlwind of traveling, of bidding.
This jacket is sold right here. 1,800,000 with buyer's premium.
All to win the famous zombie jacket worn by the King of Pop in his 1982 Thriller video. So let me hold you tight and share up. As cool and rock and roll as it all may seem, Barrett says the jacket has a much more important purpose, helping little ones like these.
What impacted me the most is these little children pushing around their IVs around the hospital, and you can tell they're sick and they're trying to have a good time.
It's why the jacket, after making a stop in Austin, will continue to tour the country, raising funds for Superhero Kids, a local children's cancer fund that founder Samia Joseph says used to receive $5 and $10 donations.
What Milton is doing, it's been amazing. As I told you, we started about 1.5 years ago, and it's completely put these children and their families not directly in the spotlight, but at least people realize that there are these huge financial needs that are not being met.
And help is already coming in. As part of the bidding deal, the designers of the jacket agreed to donate $100,000 to the nonprofit, a gift that left Joseph speechless.
That's amazing. I can't believe that.
And just like the popularity of the jacket itself, Barrett is thinking big.
Well, we'd love to raise $100 million for charities, you know, at least, you know, and with all the response we're getting from everyone, it looks like it could be possible.
That was Nancy Zambrano reporting, and I'm sure they can get a lot of money for that.
I think Michael Jackson would be so proud and happy to hear that, because, you know, he was always trying to do good things for kids, so I'm sure he would be very happy to hear what they're doing.
Yeah, absolutely. And Thriller, gosh, I love that song every time I hear it.
Well, I'm going to date myself and say that I did have the replica of that jacket, just so you know.
Oh, really?
I did.
You still have it?
At the club.
Do you still have it? In the club? No?
It was just a fake.
Man, it'd be a good Halloween costume. Thriller flash mob.
We should do that. I think on Halloween we should do the Thriller dance. Let's work on it.
Okay.
Meantime, I'm not kidding, by the way. Time has actually taken a toll on several dresses from the film Gone with the Wind, and many of them are beyond repair, which is really sad news for fans and bad news for conservators who are actually working to get them ready for the 75th anniversary of Oscar-winning's Civil War movie.
Yeah, and fans may remember the famous curtain dress that Scarlett wore to visit Rhett Butler in jail. That's badly damaged, as well as the wedding veil she wore during her wedding #1. I love that green dress that she wore, the curtain dress. It's just gorgeous.
I know. I hope they can. Hopefully they can try to revive it a little bit. I don't know. Well, the Harry Ransom Center at the University of Texas is preparing an exhibit to mark the anniversary in 2014. So they've got some time to to restore.
Right.
Right.
I think they can do it. You know, they should be able to get it. It can't be too difficult to restore.
I hope not. I hope not, because that is so cool. And so many people will want to see that, and they want to see, you know, the real one. You don't want to see, you want to see the original. So
that's true.
And the original meteorologist right here going to give us a little heads up on what we can expect. Now, like you just said, we didn't get the rain out of that last night. You did say that maybe by the weekend, maybe.
Yeah, it's looking better for us. We're in we're just a bad place right now as far as the drought's concerned. Record drought for us, and we have a long way to go to get back to where we should be, but hopefully some moisture this weekend will help. Here's a look at the forecast.